Welcome back to another video. I'm seeing your Mindset Masculinity Coach is back, and we're going to talk about a very important topic. I know I was away for some weeks because I had some things to manage because I moved out of the ghetto that I was living in before. But right now, we're going to structure this whole mission. We're going to bring back masculinity, bring back the mindset of taking responsibility and becoming the man that you want to become. And today, the topic is something that Malcolm recommended us to talk about in the comments. So we're going to talk about why a powerful man is never alone, why he never moves alone. And that's something many people do not understand, especially in this masculinity realm that we live in right now, because many people think the things that are going on right now are just so fucked up, so I have to focus on myself right now, like David Goggins, and just run alone and just work out alone and just be alone and just isolate myself. And that's the way to become a powerful man. But there's something we have to talk about there, because just being alone makes you mentally strong. Yes, and yes, it's very important to be alone, because when you are alone, you build power. But you will never be powerful if you're always alone. And that's something you have to understand. Because if you work out alone, you become mentally stronger, physically stronger. But if you think about the word, you will never have power, because you alone will never have the ability to order and structure your whole life and your whole business and all of the things you want to achieve alone, because you will always fight against a pack. And that's life. So even if you think you're the strongest, if there are 10, 20 weak men going against you, if you're real, you can only take like 5. And I do not only mean physically like fighting, but I also mean making money and making business and saving up for your family. Because at the end of the day, you're not Baki, you're not an anime. You're not just here to fight against people and become the strongest man alive. You're here to have peace, making money, becoming masculine to defend and provide for your family. So at the end of the day, it's about making money. And you will never make money if you always move alone. I will show you the two sides that we have right now. And the first side that we talk about right now is the lone wolf. And I know that many people are like that, because I'm sometimes also like that. It's like being an introvert. You don't like people because many people think they do not like people because they are so smart, and they don't like people because people are dumb. But there are many smart people out there. You just don't like them because you had some trauma when you were a young kid. Like you were bullied, or other men do not like you, or other boys, and that's why you think being alone is so strong and powerful. But that just shows your character and shows your ability to hang around other men. Hanging around other men is masculine in some way. It's not gay. You just have to learn to deal with that. Put your ego away. And if you think the lone wolf or the lone lion is the way, you don't understand life. You're not a tiger. You're a lion. So if you want to become a lion, you have to understand that you have to hang around a pack. Okay? So see right here, it's a fake ego that protects your insecurities. But if you want to be a king, a leader, a mafia boss, or a CEO, you have to understand that these people never structure their whole life alone. They got a team behind them. Even if you think about Sopranos, they had so many characters in there. Why? It's a family business. What is a family business? It's about people that you can trust. And in this video, Malcolm talked about or asked for the explanation on why a king, why a leader, a mafia boss, and a CEO always needs a consigliere. A best friend, if you think about it, someone you can trust. Because especially when you're powerful and when you climb the ladder to become the best version of yourself and a king, you cannot see everything around you. And what you need is not a best friend that is lying to you and is loving you and sucking your dick because you're so beautiful and strong, but you need someone who's true. And that's why I say best friend, because if you have a best friend, he will always say the hard things to your face. He will never, just because you're the king, say that you're beautiful and you do everything right. You need someone who's correcting you in private. So only then you can structure the whole thing. So you make more money, become stronger, and become successful. And you can put all of the information that I give you right now onto your life mission, and onto the things you want to achieve. So don't see it like, talk about business. I talk about life as a man. You need a pack. You need strong men. And you need a best friend or a consigliere who's correcting you privately to become the best version of yourself. Because you cannot see everything. There are many people who are doing things behind your back because they don't like the fact that you are in a position right now where you are the king or the leader. So you need eyes behind your back. And that is him right here. I will also put a photo right here on the mafia structure. I'm not against the mafia. I'm not in the mafia. I don't want to stress with the mafia, but all of this information is already out there. So you can see this right now and understand why it is so important to have a team behind you, have a structure, have people around you who are protecting you and you protecting them. That is masculinity. I know many people think it's that. That's what social media shows us, being alone in the woods. But if there are 4 to 3 men with the same abilities or even the half of the abilities coming against you, you have no chance. So be realistic, be strong, be capable to connect with other men and become the best version of yourself.